Hi, hello, and welcome to the Consularship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. If you're new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. It's an honor and a privilege to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. Vertex of Abundance is a galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything that is said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. In fact, if you could go ahead and smash that like button right now, I'd appreciate it. This is going to be a channeled reading. What I know so far is that we're getting exalted. It's something about our path is being aligned. Some of us, it's being restored. We'll pull from the Pop of Love Oracle if there's any love. There needs to be like a corresponding energy. And then we're also going to be imposing the guidance from the This Might Hurt Tarot by tongue-tied by Isabella Rotman. I don't know what. Oh, it's by Luminal. It's a company. The publisher is Luminal, and then we'll also be imposing deliberating the findings from the Vida Sibila by Los Scarabeo. Okay, let's begin. We have the Ace of Cups, so that's blessings, favors, and anointing. And I was sitting in the energy today of like spiritual perfection, going through a lot of things, growing through some of those things, like the mess becoming a message, test becoming a testimony. And it was just kind of like, yeah, most of us are healing. We're not all of not all of us are like tongue-tied or stupefied or asleep or distracted. Some of us are healing. Some of us can see what's going on, the writing on the wall. We're not all this automaton part of the masses. And then I was getting an energy about like that creating fear. And it's not just in the powers that be soon to become the powers that were. It's also like the people in our life, if that makes any sense. There are energies, there are entities, there are ideologies in the environment surrounding location that we belong to that is they feel like we're slipping or we're changing. And some of this, if they're not awake, if they're still asleep at the wheel, if they're still unhealed, unawakened. Some of this is the part of them that really can't show up and participate, can't play an active participatory role in their own life. They can't, navigate, negotiate the energy, the frequency, the vibration of the ascension of the masses. So they're looking at our healing, at our renewal to our higher vibration, to our divinity, as some kind of affront. Some toxicity is coming out. And then this toxicity that's happening in our environment surrounding location, there is like a cumulative or a collective energy. So it's compounding. It takes on a spiritual form. It is kind of spiritual. And the spirit of separation, the spirit of ignorance and illusion is also, Diavolo. So we have the Empress, the Ace of Cups. There's a blessings and anointings here. And then the Eight of Pentacles. We're working on our energy. We're working on our duties, obligations. We could be hustling or something of those lines, especially with the Empress here. That's portal keeping, number one. But two, we could be working on our business, building our empire. And empire sounds like some lofty, it might be, but it could just be empire is also a way of bringing into physical what was already given to you spiritually. Everybody has a gift, every single one of us. Sometimes these gifts are really pronounced, and it's not always a spiritual gift. Some of us braid hair really well. Some of us do makeup really well. Some of us are really pretty. Some of us have a knack for interior design. Some of us are really good gardeners. Some of us are great at sales. We have the art of persuade. So the empire building could also just be building out of what we were given instead of going to like some business or employer and making them rich. we're working on or in our own business or on or in our own hobby or on or in our own sphere of influence, at least according to talents and abilities. And we've made it in some kind of way. Okay, I just heard no the copa, so there's some strega here. Okay, so also some kind of clearance is here. It's almost like we can work on the things that we're supposed to because of either a blessing, a gate opening up, or the road has cleared. We're moving into calmer waters. The Six of Swords can be the river Styx. Nine of Cups, Hermit, Knight of Swords, Judgment card. So yeah, there definitely is a calling on our life with the Empress and the Judgment. And the Hermit is speaking in terms of maybe we belong to a sisterhood or a community and we're like a senior ranking, or maybe we are beautifying because of the sage wisdom that we have. Maybe we were endowed with some kind of wisdom where we might be a wisdom keeper here, Empress and the Hermit. That's one combination of grandparent, but it's usually the sun and the strength, or the sun and the Hermit can mean a grandparent, grandmother, grandfather, depends on the Hermit, grandfather, strength, grandmother. With the Empress and the Hermit, it can mean an elder female, like an auntie, even your mother's best friend, or like your neighbor if she kind of grew up, she's lived next door to where you were for like 20 years or something. It could be that as well. With the Eight of Pentacles, it can take it into the workspace, but there's no other pentacle here. So somebody just may have their sun in Virgo or at the midheaven, and really they also have their Venus there. And normally this Venus in Virgo doesn't do very well. However, if the sun is nearby, it can mitigate some things, although that's a combustion, meaning there's tire effects don't hit without other energies. It can just be that there's a purification going on, and there has been a purification going on for most of the life or most of this cycle, and then something is coming out of it. There's a completion here with the Nine of Cups. Nine means completion. So Knight of Swords, Six of Swords, this is desiring clearance, desiring passage, desiring to move on, move forward, desiring the road to be open, the gate to be open, and it is. Micro clearance, authorization really is the Three of Cups. Clearance is the Three of Wands. And then there's the Three of Wands. So yeah, I was hearing that we have a double eight and a double three, and it's not of the nasty kind. Oh, woo! Finally, a reading that's not so gnarly gnars. Yeah, so we have some Virgo energy here. Two of Swords, Three of Cups. Oh, hold on. And then also something's going to be happening from the full moon onwards. On the way towards the new moon, energy is dissipating. Something's being made over. And I'm saying made over, not something's ending. Something is being made over, declared over, done, energy withdrawn. So Two of Swords, Three of Cups, Three of Wands, Eight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Five of Cups. So there's a spot to post up on here. In the past, we were given some kind of blessing, a blessing of one's heart's desires. And there might have been some blockages or some indecision or some deliberation that needed to happen around that with the Two of Swords, but we came into some kind of receiving or adepthood, or we were able to secure a life out of this blessing because the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is the golden goose, but she's also Maritata, the nurturing. She nurtures stability, and that would be needing security as the Queen of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups we're going to be carving a life out of whatever the spiritual blessing is. I feel like it's spiritual abundance and spiritual gifts. Nine of Pentacles is material abundance. Nine of Cups is spiritual abundance. So we have that here. Empress is the confirmation. What we're going through right now is we're figuring that we need to kind of shift some things around. In respect to our work, there might be environments around locations or people, places, and things. It's more people, places, and things here that we can't be dealing with. There's a bubble bursting. So I feel like we might have been working on something and we need to get redirected or we need to pivot. And there's a returning energy here. Something that we put down is coming back that needs our attention, and we might have to stop what we're doing. There's a disappointment with where we're engaging our energy right now, Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So let's check out this pair of threes. What is this pair of threes? Oh, hope, speranza. Things are going to go really well. But there's some disappointment right now or something unpleasant or precarious is what we're dealing with, dispiacere. I know she's in tears. It doesn't always mean there's tears. It can just mean a disappointment. Five of Cups is disappointment. And there's nothing around that clarifies this. So really, is that energy isn't moving quickly. Um, we're not really going according to our calling. We're spending our time and energy somewhere that maybe we shouldn't. This five, since it doesn't coordinate with any other energy, it's a reversal, unfortunately. So Eight of Wands in reverse, energy is not moving. We're not progressing. We're not speeding up. Obstacles are being encountered because Judgment in reverse. Frankly, either salvation, renewal, redemption, or an edict came from the heavens. We were given marching orders and we didn't do it. Now, in the future here, we have some kind of returning energy, Knight of Wands. With the Three of Cups, there was a blessing answered before that's finally coming back, and we had to go according to our hermitage. We're supposed to be a wisdom keeper here, and we weren't doing that. We were putting ourselves into secular work, marketplace, priestess of the world, not the temple. Energy out there in the field. We had a hustle, a grind of some kind, Eight of Pentacles. So the way out of this is here, and it's saying like a road is opening up, a door is opening up. We have clearance for Wands as well. It also could be that something is going to be here soon where there's a disappointment because we didn't do something, because there was something granted, or there's a way out where we kind of, I'm trying to explain. There's a way out of this, but we need to kind of listen to our intuition and be obedient to the divine. The other double knight is one, Knight of Swords, Nine of Wands, Knight of Wands. So Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands means desiring expansion. We have a double eight as well. Double eight with his pair of eights. Lamante. we know about something and we need to put our energy into it. At the heart of the matter is being prepared for a relationship that's coming through, and it doesn't necessarily need to be love, although I'm getting that it is. And then the pair of ninth, yeah. So this is not hope like speranza, it's longing. It's not the eight of cups, it's the eight of swords. So we might, I'm getting that we're obsessed with working on what we're working on. Even though we know we're kind of stabbing ourselves in the foot here, we need to kind of put our energy on something else, or at least share the energy because um, we've been informed that a blessing is on the way and we're not prepared. Now, we are technically prepared, but we need to get in alignment with it because intimacy, la stanza, we've been told something's on the way. So a bubble's burst here. There also could be some happiness after moments of anguish or disappointment or whatever, what have you. So this whole time I've been hearing that song, Can You Keep Up? Beautiful, and lose my breath. So perhaps it is, I don't know the lyrics to that song. Four of Swords, King of Cups. Now we have corresponding to that five energy. Yeah, there's definitely moving on, moving forward here. Okay, this is starting to make a lot of sense. Seven of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups. Okay. We do need to let something go. We need to withdraw our energy here. That's a little bit of a challenge right now because we're feeling disappointed. King of Cups, Five of Cups. We're wanting to purify, cleanse, further align. It's like we're carrying an experience with us that's unsettled. Knight of Wands, Four of Wands, we're posting up on a spot. We're returning to a spot that was created or built. There in that spot, there's union or status, and the currency is celebration or some kind of power. It's confirmed here with the fours and the sevens go with the chariot. So we have a double four and a seven of pentacles. Now we have a triple eight here. So there's a message about how we've been spending our time with the triple eight. Something about how we're spending our time is creating something for us, and it's actually unpleasant. We might be an enemy of the self because there's something really viable here that hasn't left. Bambino Costanza, there's something really viable here that hasn't left, and I don't think it's getting all the attending to that it needs. I think we need to be giving our energy to something more that we were given. Because I just heard maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline. I just heard that. So we're stuck planning to return somewhere when we know that already at the gate something is here, and it just kind of turned around. It feels like it's sudden all of the time. All of a sudden it feels like it's sudden, and that's not entirely true. Since we were focused on something else, we didn't see that something was heading down the road. What's with this pair of fours? Yeah, so we are a little bit indecisive about this gift that we've been given. We're working on something else. We made a decision and we're being asked to reconsider, we're being told that that decision is going to manifest less than what this other thing that we were already given is going to manifest for us. So this thing to grow that we were kind of given, the same energy came back nearly. There's a returner here, and it's going to make us the Empress slash Hermit, which is like a senior ranking nurturer. It, basically, it's going to make us a woman of wisdom or a person if we're male bodied or assigned or identified. Um, is going to make us a nurturer, a wisdom nurturer, like a teacher, a professor, something of that nature. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles is needing a strategy, a plan. We might have to abandon it or put it on hold or hang out there to get to a certain point, not being able to expand further upon it like we thought we would after we're done with this last little round of tasks. And then I don't see a pivot, but I do see being led, like a door opening up that's not, it's out of where we're at. A door opening up that takes us away from where we're at. Six of Swords. So the Four of Swords, Knight of Swords is saying needing to quarantine, needing to rest, needing to pause, needing to maybe even stop. We needed protection, or we need protection. We have it with this Chariot, but it does also mean that we're moving forward, maybe even moving on, maybe even leaving something in the past or behind. And it's true. With the Eight of Cups, you leave something behind. With the Six of Swords, you leave something behind. With the Four of Cups, you detach. We have the Eight of Cups here. That's withdrawal. With the Four of Swords, we pause. With the Six of Swords, you move on. With the Five of Cups, something isn't going to continue to progress. With the Eight of Cups, we no longer care about progressing in the place that we're at. You see how this is going? We're kind of hemmed in. Something great is being given to us, and it feels like it's out of nowhere, but it isn't. It was always kind of on the way because we were made for it. But it's like another blessing has come through in the nail, and we have that. It started out, the reading started out with the blessing, Ace of Cups. What is this Empress, Four of Wands? It might be a platform. Something really good that wherever we're really trying, whatever we really are made for is gonna, something that we haven't really done too much yet. It might be some back burner kind of plan. Militari Fanciulla, there's some kind of refined, innate ability going to waste. Okay, one more thing. We have a moon in Libra here. Okay, so karma is bringing us better than what we're working on currently right now. There's a very sweet, safe space for us to do some kind of be beloved. There's a community or a work, a line of work, or there's something that where we would be really beloved. We would be the highest ranking there because of not just our skill, but also because of who we are as we've cultivated ourselves. And it's going to waste right now. And the universe judgment card is saying, like, hey, this needs some attention from you, my dear. Please don't. Yeah, so it's almost like the universe is wooing us somewhere, and that could switch really quickly. The universe could just take it away and then give it back later so that we miss it. They're being kind. That's a politeness. So it's been an honor and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. If anything I said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. This was a message about uh, a departure. I feel like we were making do with something. And the reality is that the time has come to move out of that safe thing that we were doing. And it might have just been a temporary thing, but we really got invested in it. And now we've got to kind of leave it behind. Now, I do see that we may leave it behind after it gets to a certain point, but I think it's problematic because the universe hasn't heard us being willing to leave it at that certain point. It's almost like the universe believes we're going to try to keep going, keep moving, keep building. And the universe kind of wants us to, excuse this language, set it down, also known as abandon it at this certain point along the road, not go all the way down the road, go 3/4 or half down the road and then stop. Because there's something bigger, brighter, and better for us. It's going to exalt our life and we're not checking for that thing anymore, but it's not entirely unfamiliar. There's something about our innate abilities that resonates deeply with this thing that is being given back to us. Something's kind of coming back around. So, just a quick prayer for all us who are lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, trapped somewhere in the seas of time, lost somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine in unconditional love and universal oneness. Ho'oponopono, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I pray that your steps are ordered, your path illuminated, and that you find salvation and redemption in this lifetime. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be whole, may you be at peace. May you receive everything you ever wanted, starting with what you deserve. Until we meet again, namaste, dhanavad, and ashe. Sayonara, das vidanya, Take good care. See you in the next one. Bye bye.